What, Karen, have you heard about, regulatory efforts? Is there anything else coming down? We're a month and a half or 2 months out from the last farm bill, but you guys out at CFH Farms, what are you hearing in terms of any additional regulatory movement?
Well, so the U.S. Hemp Roundtable is just in the process of implementing a whole new certification process that is actually even more stringent than the organic certification process. And CFH is actually one of the few first companies that is currently going through that certification process. I believe that is going to be released and finalized in March. So it's coming up pretty quick.
Why is that needed? Why do we need something better than organic?
Some of it has to do with, making sure that they're high quality products, but some of it also, the hemp industry has sort of additional layers to, I think, what needs to be regulated and tracked and really brought up to a higher level.
What is that new certification going to be called? What's the new seal, the highest standard?
So it's going to be U.S. Hemp Authority certified. And there is a logo that goes with that. Currently, any new labels that we're doing, we are looking at having a certification pending statement on there because it's in process. But it's not going to be that long before the actual certification's there for us.
You ready for a good pun?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. So how much is that new seal going to weed out the good versus That's all I got, man.
Nicely done.
End of the day on a Thursday, all right? Is this going to filter out for people the lesser quality products?
Absolutely.
It's not just personality.
No, it absolutely is. It's actually very difficult and arduous process to go through and actually get this certification. It is not something that is quickly attained, and it'll absolutely weed out the lesser quality products.
Is the U.S. Hemp Authority then under the FDA?
No, they're not. They are separate body. Their whole goal is to bring standards and certification and more documentation, traceability, all of that to the industry as a whole. And so they've been around for quite some time and have been intimately involved in pushing a lot of this forward, and certainly in the Farm Bill as well. But this certification for companies to be getting, that's very new. And there's only a handful of companies that are actually even going through in this first group. So
there's a new standard on the horizon, and that's needed, I think. And I know you and I've talked a lot about the consumer in the middle who's trying to make sense of all this language and the changing and what they see on the news versus what their friends are reporting, at the local coffee shop. But what do you think, other than time and money, is going to keep a lot of producers of hemp oil in America from getting this certification? What do you see? Is it going to be soil quality, lack of distance from pesticides? What do you think is going to keep some farms from getting U.S. Hemp Authority certified?
Well, that's going to be some of it, but it's also going to be being able to document and show that what they're claiming on the label actually is in their product. And we see this so frequently. A company will make a certain claim of either a certain CBD content or additional cannabinoid content or terpene, not so much terpenes on the label, but they'll make claims of a full spectrum or a broad spectrum. And then when you actually look at the certificate of analysis, that COA, it either doesn't contain fully the amount of CBD that the label says, or it does, but then there are no other or very, very minimal other cannabinoids present which really doesn't qualify as a full spectrum. And so holding companies to the standard of delivering what they say they're delivering, so that's because right now there's no regulation, there's no tracing. It's really just a matter of, at face value, what someone is saying, and then even with those quote unquote third party COAs, there are times where you'll look at the address, the name of the quote third party lab is different than the name of the company, but when you go and you Google that third party lab, the address is the same as the original company. So it's not technically a third party lab, it's an in-house lab, which there's no way that provides any kind of assurance if it's an in-house lab doing the analysis.
Karen, healing high five. Thank you.
All right. Absolutely.
Okay. See you soon.
All right. Take care, Dr. Adam.
Bye.
Bye.